Martin Popoff here, back with another edition of Reliving Old Reviews as a Useless Tool of Confusion. This is where I'm going to read you an old review and let's see how good the writer got it, boots on the ground on these important albums. This is actually an exciting one. I'm looking forward to this. I don't think I've done this one before. I went and checked. We did have a Master of Reality review from Rolling Stone that Lester Bangs did, so you could check out that edition as well. But this is from Melody Maker, August 7th, 1971. Black Sabbath, Master of Reality. Wow. By R.H. I'm not sure who that is. It's a good size review. I go into these cold. Let's see what he has to say, and we shall comment. Packed in a doomy cardboard envelope, which one could well expect to contain an invite to a Boris Karloff housewarming, Sabbath turn in what might be called a loudly bleeding length of self-indulgence. In fact, it is that aforesaid package. Apart from the acoustic introduction to Sweet Leaf, I thought they'd sold out for a minute. This is just a conspiracy against any attempt to further the aims of hard bumping. First of all, Sweet Leaf doesn't have an acoustic intro. Those acoustic intros are into Children of the Grave and to Lord of this World with Embryo and Orchid. So he gets that wrong. But yeah, mentions the cardboard box. Remember, the original of this, at least in the UK, was like a corrugated, not corrugated, but, what do they call that? Gusset. It had a gusset. It was actually a little box, and you got the poster in it as well. So it was different. And I think in the UK it was laminated and blind embossed, because I've seen those boxes where the lamination is pulled off of the Master of Reality letters a little bit. But yeah, the original is that cool little box thing. So it was nice that they did that. One might go so far as to say that it does give rise, limp as it is, to a more melodic Sabbath that has been featured on the last album. Pyromania, or was it Pyroria, or was it Paranoid? The former causing teeth to drop out. And there's some joke there I'm not getting. Pyorrhoea. I don't think this is a particularly more melodic Black Sabbath on this album. I don't think it's very indulgent either. It's just got a bunch of hard-hitting short songs, not a lot of songs. And there you go. With titles like Embryo and Child of the Grave, it all becomes somewhat inevitable in its content. There's not an inkling to try anything just a little different, a fact that will no doubt set their large packs of fans scurrying to the shops with delight. This is something you hear about people putting down heavy metal a lot at the time, where, they're not doing any different. It's just what they did before, whatever. So it all sounds the same to these people that don't like heavy metal. And obviously it's, this is a band that has a lane that nobody is doing anything like this. I mean, a little bit of Uriah Heep and Deep Purple and maybe a little Atomic Rooster or, very, very few bands are like this. This is a lot of our people argue this is the album that invented doom. And of course we talk about Black Sabbath being the album that invented heavy metal. So whether they're doing something different than on Paranoid, he's missing the point that they're doing something different from every other band in the entire universe. Sabbath do have the enviable tag of being our heaviest export. They are, in fact, better than Grand Funk. There's that Grand Funk comparison again. Grand Funk is not a heavy band, but they're always compared to, in the old days. That's why I like doing these shows. It's like seeing who they have to compare to, because you don't have much to compare to. But that would only involve comparisons to being hung rather than garroted. So what do you want to know? Right. Ginger Tim guitar, the type heard in alleys during hours of sleep, laundry bass, soggy to touch, and Sir Henry Fowler drums. Wow. He made utility if somewhat lumbering Steve locomotives. Well, there's pretty cool writing there. It's hard to read. But laundry bass, there's a new one for you. On top of that, for those who want more, there's a web of screamed lyrics, opening lines to Solitude. My name, it means nothing. My fortune is less. Funny feeling. I've heard something like that before. Is nothing sacred. So it's kind of funny how he says web of screamed lyrics, and then he picks the quietest, mumbled, image-fevered dream state lyric, a vocal that possibly on the entire album. So kind of getting that wrong as well. If you want to give an example of these screamed lyrics, find some. Don't quote Solitude. So there you go. Very weird review. Some positives, some negatives to that. This has been Reliving Old Reviews, is a useless tool of confusion. We have many, many other episodes of these, and it's all like this, just checking out super, super old reviews and seeing what kind of wacky stuff gets said about these albums. Check out martinpopoff.com for your book needs. I got the Big Fat Maiden, the Big Fat Dio, and the Big Fat Deep Purple are all brand new. And then I've got updates of Whitesnake, Merciful Fate, Max Webster, Scorpions, and Accept as well. Check out Grant's Rock Warehaus for more great music content as well. And like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Let us know we read the comments. We love reading the comments. So let us know what you thought of this review or my review of this review. Go listen to Master of Reality.